Ladies and gentlemen, a wise old man once told me a best man's speech should last as long as it takes for the groom to make love. So thank you for listening. Thank God for that. Good afternoon. As many of you may know, my name is James, and Luke has chosen me to be his best man. Although, Mary and Nina, I thought you were going to start making better decisions. However, I can take some comfort from the fact that I've already rehearsed this speech in front of a near live audience at the local old people's home. I think it went down well, but, well, they wet themselves anyway. Many of you will know Luke was my best man, and after being told the official news that I was to be Luke's best man, I naturally did what anybody would do and looked up the word revenge. By my definition, that means embarrass Luke and tell everyone how Nina is an angel. On that note, I'm sure you will all agree that Nina looked absolutely stunning today. And Luke, thanks for coming. On behalf of the bridesmaids, I'd like to thank Luke for his kind words. They completed their job superbly, which was getting Nina to the church on time, which was no mean feat. As I understand, she put up quite a struggle. I've overheard the bridesmaids arguing all day about which one of them is having the pleasure of being the first to dance with me. And all I can say is, look, one of you has to. To get started on my speech, I went to Waterstones and I purchased a book called Duties of the Best Man. Unfortunately, I got through just a few pages and I wasn't sure whether it was the best choice after reading the following, and I quote, "At the reception, the best man should help keep things running smoothly by offering a round of drinks and introducing people. So according to this, I should be buying you all a round of drinks." See my up on that one. Luke particularly asked me to refrain from mentioning any past girlfriends during this speech. Sadly, that has cut the speech short by a good 15 seconds. But he's the man of the day and I've respected his wishes. So where do I start with Luke? He's handsome, he's witty, he's intelligent, he's I can't read your writing. I first met Luke during my time with STY, and no, that's not a sexually transmitted disease. It was Sainsbury's to you. Luke worked on the cigarette kiosk, selling fags to underage girls. Well, it was Northfield. And at that time, he was desperate to get a girlfriend. It's already been said, but as you know, Luke then went on to do a degree in computer science at Birmingham University. He decided to move out into a student house, although he still took his washing home to his mummy. This is where he met the lovely Nina, at a party at his house. She obviously went down well, as they instantly hit it off. And as the saying goes, the rest was history. But seriously, it has been a pleasure for Claire and I to be part of Luke and Nina's life and to grow alongside them, as I'm sure many of you can say the same. I have shared some very funny and good times with Luke. I remember when Luke, Nina, Claire and I went to Spain on holiday. And just before we went, Luke broke his foot playing football. Yeah, football. I heard him getting up off the bench and just tripping. This meant he was hobbling everywhere until he got the booze inside him, and then he turned into an international free runner, jumping off things, somersaulting, and telling very bad Welsh jokes to the Welsh people. But I can't go into that story. Whilst on holiday, Luke and I like to float around the pool on our lilos. That was until a 10-year-old girl swam up tipping us off and stealing our lilos. As you can imagine, us being strong, streetwise chaps as we are, we did what we had to do, and that was to run out the pool shouting, "We're going to go and get our mums." We never did get them back. So, at this point, I know that you've done a gift list, but I'd like to give you a present that you can take away. I've had it on good authority by Nina that the resort you're going to is an adults only one, so you should be all right. I bought you a lilo. Yeah, you do. And bring it back. All right, don't get it stolen. There are obviously some very important people here today, without whom very little of this would be possible. And the great thing is, as the evening progresses, most of us will get to spend more and more time talking with them. So please join me in a very special toast to the bar staff.
Cheers, bar staff.
During my research, and yes, believe it or not, this was researched, I looked into the 3 key elements of the wedding day. First, the aisle, the longest walk you'll ever take. Second, the altar, where two become one. And third, the hymns, to celebrate the marriage. I hope for Luke's sake, this is why Nina was whispering, "I'll alter him. I'll alter him." Actually, during the service this afternoon, I couldn't help thinking that it's funny how history repeats itself. I mean, 28 years ago, Nina's family were sending her to bed with a dummy. I'm really pleased we are all here today. Luke is a great man and a very good best friend. And he deserves a wonderful future I know he and Nina are going to share together. So on that note, I'd like to finish by asking you all to raise a glass
To the bar staff.
and join me in a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Edwards, the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.